Here we go with the first of the game. A-Bar leading off. This is pretty much sets the tone for the entire night. The very first pitch, some freaking dinker right up the middle. Base hit that Elvis can't get to. Freaking terrible. I mean, what can you do? Perez pitched a pretty good game, but the very first hit, some dinker that goes right up the middle that Elvis can't get to. And then watch the next hitter here. So we just got a huge strikeout of Trout. Got Cole Calhoun out. 2 outs. Always our kryptonite with 2 outs. Here comes Pujols up the bat. He gets another soft hit right to the left side. Watch this. Some soft piece of crap that finds a hole. And next up is this SOB CJ Cron, who plays like he's Frank Thomas against us. I think he has like 19 RBIs against us and maybe like 23 against the rest of the whole entire Major League Baseball. So for some reason he has our number every year. We have some scrub like this that goes off on us nonstop. It's unbelievable. Watch this. We get an 0-2 count. 0-2 count against this idiot. Let's watch what he does here. CJ Cron. Yeah, let's throw him a fastball middle outside and let him crush it. 1-0. And so we're thinking the rest of the game, hey, that's no big deal. 1-0, we can come back from that. Which we ultimately do with the Chu home run, but we'll look at that in a little bit. So here's blown opportunity number 1 of the night. You get the Shields on second, breaks off for third, which I don't really understand. Ultimately, they're going to review that and they're going to show that he's out, but you had 1 out, and you had Fielder up to bat, and then you had Beltre following up from that. So you had your 3-4 hitters coming up, then you decided to steal third. So I'm pretty positive that was a Bannister call. I don't think the Shields would have tried to swipe third on his own. But that's a freaking terrible call. I mean, it's bang bang is really close, but you just cannot take a chance like that with your 3 and 4 hitters up. I really don't know what we were thinking there. I mean, that's, in retrospect, that's a huge base runner that we lose right there. Just a bonehead mistake. And naturally, because we're the Rangers, close or not, I mean, obviously that's pretty obvious that he was out, but we've lost so many dang challenges this year, it's not even funny. It's a freaking joke, this replay system. And then Prince gets a walk. So we could have had first and second with 1 out, with Adrian Beltre coming up to play. I mean, given that he has a lazy pop out here, it's a completely different at-bat for Beltre if there's a runner on scoring position. So even if he flies out there, I mean, worst case scenario, 2 outs. And then naturally, an inning later, here we have another challenge, another close play that goes the way of the Angels. I mean, when you break it down and dissect it to a millisecond, obviously, I mean, Elvis was out. But it's still just the point of it. I mean, there's a lot of close calls in this game that really cost us. This is top third. I mean, by this point, Martin Perez is really cruising. I mean, he pitched a really awesome game. Here's some interesting stats that they're going to show. This is the ESPN broadcast, but they're going to show Rangers by the numbers this season. Remember, at one point, we were terrible at home. 25-8 last 33 home games. The bullpen has been insane. 1.99 ERA since September. Obviously, that's pretty clutch. Beltre's been on fire. And obviously, we're winning all the Cole Hamels starts. So, I mean, we know why we're here. We just got to freaking finish. We're not doing it right now. Last night was stupid. Here's a good at-bat by Rougned Odor. Gets the count to 2-2. This is just the kind of night that we had. I mean, hopefully some of these will drop tomorrow. But, again, 2-2 count to Rougned. Weaver throwing like 70 miles an hour. Rougned crushed that. Look at that. Ran down, of course. Couldn't fall in the gap. Just wasn't our night. Very next hitter, Chris Jimenez. 1-2 count. Look at this. He gets a lot behind that as an outside pitch. That's a lot of strength. Warning track. Sorry, bud. Head back to the bench. Weaver was barely escaping all night. The stats are going to show that he threw a gem, but we crushed him, man. We just couldn't get anything to fall. I mean, but we left a lot of opportunities out there. We'll get to that in a second. All right. Here we are, bottom of the 4th. Leadoff hitter Shin-Soo Choo. Down 1-0. We need a big run. And this is the only dude that came through for us all night. Chew. There we go. 2-2 count. Opposite field. Laser. I thought it was going to go off the wall. That was a huge home run at the time. And here we are in the top of the 5th. Still dealing. I mean, Abar got a stolen base there, no big deal, but Perez is still pretty much in control. Other than the first inning slip up, I mean, again, he was killing it. All right, here's an interesting part right here in the bottom of the 5th. We haven't really caught a lot of breaks all night, but here, looks like it's magic time. Look, an error by the shortstop. He just booted it. So I'm thinking at this point, I'm like, wow, look, I mean, something's about to work out for us. Little Rangers magic, maybe. So Elvis gets on with the error. Next up is Rookie. Again, who hit the ball square his first at bat. But watch what happens with him. With only 1 out. Same exact thing. I mean, that's a little tougher play. I mean, there's probably some crazy spin on it, given that Rookie's left-handed. I mean, I get it, but that should have been a double play. So at this point, you're thinking, oh man, Rangers got to capitalize on this, and they will. I mean, all the stars are aligning for us here. But as you're going to see, double steal that inning too. On top of those 2 errors and those breaks that we get a double freaking steal. So second and third with 1 out in a 1-1 ball game. 1-2 count. Bottom of the 5th, 1 away. 70 pitches for Weaver at this point. What are you swinging at, Jimenez? Come on, man. I mean, he tried to hold up, but God. I mean, I get it. He hasn't been in that situation a whole lot, and he just got called up. You can't expect that much, but good gracious, just put a bat on the ball and probably try to lay off of that. Second and third, 2 away. Here's our leadoff hitter that's supposed to be working counts. I mean, he's been great all year, don't get me wrong. Very first pitch. What are you doing, Delino? Freaking leadoff hitter. I don't care if it's right down the middle. Take a freaking pitch. Work a count. You're the leadoff hitter. Here we are, top of the 9th. Freaking crunch time. Let's go to our closer, Sean Tollison. Just like most major league teams do, let's bring him in. I don't care what Tollison's numbers say, and I catch grief all the time on Twitter about this, but I do not trust this guy. I mean, hell, I know he went to Baylor and everything, but I could care less. This dude scares me to death. He's so shaky. Even with his saves, it's like Joe Nathan was when he was here. Everything is so stressful with the amount of hits and base runners he gives up or how many times he walks guys. But watch what he does to Mike Trout. Mike freaking Trout, MVP guy. 0-1 count. Okay, let's throw it middle outside to Mike freaking Trout. Look at that. Puts it right in the gap. Cruising to third. God, he's hauling. Trust me, I got all the respect in the world for Mike Trout. I think he's awesome. He scares me to death. He's one of 3 players in each respective sport. Trout, Russell Westbrook scares me, and when LaShawn McCoy was with the Eagles, he terrified me. Those 3 guys right there scare me more than anybody, and he shows why right there. But again, Tollison threw a perfect strike to him. Middle outside to him to get full extension. Give me a break. Okay, so we got runner on third, so by this point we know it's probably pretty much a given the Angels are going to score here. I mean, he takes no time. All right, here's a first pitch. And keep in mind, Tollison's going to throw this right inside. Pujols hit a home run on the same exact pitch last night. Crushed it. The very first pitch he throws at Pujols, 2-1. There goes 8 innings of hard-fought baseball down the freaking drain because you want to throw 2 strikes right in freaking prime real estate to 2 really good hitters. Again, I don't care what Tollison's numbers say. That is terrible. I know he's been used for 4 straight nights. Maybe that's on Bannister too, but I mean, and I get that we left a lot of base runners on, but Tollison's job is to come in here and get outs when we need them in close games, in clutch situations, and he didn't do that tonight at all. And here's the bottom of the 9th playing behind me. I mean, we turned a pretty awesome double play in the top of the 9th to maybe save a run, but at that point the damage was done in retrospect. I mean, Tollison already gave up the freaking triple to Trout and then the go-ahead single on the very next pitch to Pujols.
And right here, Joe Smith hasn't pitched in I don't even know how long. I know he was hurt, so he's just coming back. And then he comes in and we go 1-2-3 this inning with a terrible at bat by Hamilton. Now, you can hope that some of these hard hit balls find a hole tomorrow or later this afternoon. We can hope that they find some holes. Maybe we hit them just as hard, but it's Hector Santiago going. He's owned us all season. We got Colby Lewis on the mound for us. He's going to have to be great. We need to win this game tomorrow. We can't be going down to the last game of the freaking season trying to figure out if we want to win a division or not. It has to be handled tomorrow. We need to celebrate on our home field, and we need to get Hamill's rest on Sunday. We don't need Hamill starting on Sunday and blowing his arm and waiting for his next start, which will probably be game 2. I'm assuming that we win on the 4th game of this series. Who knows what's going to happen? But we have to finish business tomorrow. This game was too hard fought to lose. It sucks, but I know that's baseball. That's the way things happen sometimes. But we got to win tomorrow. We cannot mess around and blow an opportunity to win this division. I've seen too many dang collapse over the past year since 2011. I'm getting sick of it. Let's finish it tomorrow. Cut. Damn it.